Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, this is all about the beginner's guide to starting a YouTube channel equipment-wise, and that you really don't need to spend a lot of money to get yourself going. What you need is a motivation to do it. So let's get into what kind of equipment we can use to get us started from the very beginning. That's great. You're going to start your YouTube channel. So let's talk about some cheap equipment. As you can see, I'm in a different area than where I normally am to do my YouTube videos. I'm up in my dining room. I've got a little mirror up here just to add a little interest, and I really like the wall color. So it works out quite well. You can see this side of my face is brighter than this side of my face because I've got the natural light coming in on this side of my face. So I haven't had to buy any lighting. On the other side, I have a piece of white foam core just to bounce a little light into my face. So we're talking light to begin with. I picked this room because of the wall color in the background, and now we're talking on the light. Well, natural light and a piece of white foam core. If I take the foam core away, you can see how this side is a little more shadowed than that side. Now, if you want to deepen this shadow even more, then you simply need to add a piece of black foam core versus the white. So let me put the white back, as it helps get rid of some of my old wrinkles, which I kind of like. We just got that balance there. There, so that bounces a little light back into here to fill in the shadows. So, very cheap dollar store piece of foam core for like $1.25. Natural light, free. The cell phone already had with me, so that was free. Now, one thing I have done is I've increased the quality of the audio, and I'm using a Takstar microphone versus using the internal microphone on the iPhone. You can use the audio on the iPhone, but it's not the greatest. Now, even though I have upgraded the audio a bit, it's still a bit echoey because I'm in a room that has no carpeting, no curtains, so the audio tends to bounce around a bit. So if you're in a room, a spare bedroom that has carpeting, curtains, you'll find your audio will drastically be improved over a room without. So that's something to think about there. Now, I'm using a cheap tripod as well to hold this up. The tripod's a little tall, but it works for this. As you can see, the video quality is pretty good, and the height and everything's not bad. And having that bit downward angle makes me look even better. So let's do a little pull back so you can see I'm actually filming right now on my iPhone 11 using the Takstar microphone. Hey guys, so you can see the little setup, piece of foam core, cheap tripod, cheap microphone, and an iPhone 11. Now, you can use whatever you want for a camera. If you happen to have a point and shoot camera that does video, you can use it as well. It has internal audio. Hopefully it has an external mic jack, so you can actually add a better quality microphone. As I say, this is still a low-end microphone. It's about $30 off of Amazon. And you need a couple of little cables to be able to connect it to the iPhone. I'll link a video down below on the cables that you need. And I used a different style microphone with that one. That was a little Sony lapel type, which you can use as well. Actually would probably be a little better in this room because the microphone being here, it tends to deepen it, and I wouldn't be quite as echoey maybe. Don't know, but it's something to try. And it's a cheap microphone. It's $10 to $15. As I say, this Takstar is about $30. The iPhone is the most expensive item of this setup. The biggest issue you're gonna have with starting your YouTube channel is literally that, starting it. Getting over the fear of putting yourself out there and putting up your first video. That's the toughest challenge. Now, find yourself a nice location. Hopefully that'll have some soundproofing to it, whether it be carpet, curtains, that type stuff. Find a place where you've got some natural light coming in. If you don't have a spot with natural light, you can use small portable LED lights, and you can pick them up for about $30 and stuff like that. I've got one coming in that I'll be doing an unboxing and review on, so you can check it out, and it's only about $30. And in this situation, it would work just wonderful. And again, so maybe $100 worth of stuff between the microphone and the external light if you're going that way, and a tripod. You can pick up some of this stuff actually even at a yard sale, but Yeah, Best Buy and some of the camera stores, you can pick up some of the lower end just to get you going. You don't need that $4,000 camera, $2,000 lens, $200 microphone, $400 lights. You don't need it to get started. What you need to get started is motivation to get your first video up. You want to make sure that you've got good video content. That to me is the most important. When I'm watching a video on YouTube, I've gone there specifically either for entertainment or to learn something. Now, lighting and then audio, you definitely want to try and increase that to the best you can when you can. But to start with, just get out there, put yourself out there, and use what you've got to create the best video you can to get yourself started. Then as you're going and you're starting to learn, it'll get better. Now, one thing I have learned by using the iPhone is if I look at the screen, then my eyes tend to go off focus, and it looks like I'm not looking at you, it looks like I'm looking off to the side. So I've had to kind of learn to look at where the lens is and not where the screen is. It's kind of a little weird for me to do, but that's a little heads up for yourself just to be aware of. If you're looking at it wondering why your eyes are kind of looking off to the side, like pick one, then you need to look at where the lens is, not so much at the screen, because your eyes will shift to that direction. So that's basically it for this video. This is just a beginner's quick guide of equipment. Natural light is your best friend, with a dollar store reflector to fill in to make your lighting a little more natural. Now, you can put the light so it's coming straight onto you, and that tends to be more of a flat light. I've got a bit of a side light which gives a bit of a contouring, and it helps create a bit of a depth. Use your cell phone. Find something to balance your cell phone on, and if you can get an external microphone, that'll increase your audio, which will make it sound a lot better. Video editing software, there is free software all the way up to Adobe Premiere and that, which is your more expensive programs. So to begin with, you don't need that. You can start with a lower end program. You can even edit on your phone to an extent. It's probably not the greatest. Honestly, I've never tried it. I have software that I use on a desktop computer. But there is software within your cell phone, and there is cheap software that you can download, and you can edit your video that way to get yourself going. Once you've got yourself going, then you can start making adjustments, making improvements. You don't have to lay out thousands of dollars. All right, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. All right, so until the next time.